Good afternoon, guys. This is your lesson on comparing theoretical and experimental probability. So I'm going to run through these examples using four different methods. The first one is rolling a dice. The probability of rolling a 2 on a dice, theoretically, is 1 over 6. That's 16.7%. The experimental probability, we did an experiment, and they rolled it 10 times and landed on a 2 4 times. So that's 4 out of 10, which gives you 2/5, which gives you 40%. A lot of times you'll see it in a fraction or a percent form. That's why I'm putting it in a percent form. All right, so we're going to compare the differences. And then we're going to subtract 40 and 16.7. And the difference is 23.3%. Okay, the next example involves a spinner with 4 sections. The theoretical probability you'll land on a blue. There's 1 blue out of 4, and that's 25%. Experimental, we spun it 10 times. They landed on blue 7 times. 7 out of 10. They landed on a blue 70%. Of the time. The difference is 45%. All right, third example, you're using 2 dice now. This is a little bit different. Probability you'll land on a 5, theoretically. Now you can land you can do a 2 and a 3. You can do a 3 and a 2. You can do a 1 and a 4, or a 4 and a 1. All those give you a possibility of 5. Now the different outcomes they have, so that's 4. Number of outcomes in 2 dice is 36, because 6 times 6 gives you 36. Okay, so number of times we can roll a 5 is 4, right here. And the number of possible outcomes is 36, because there's 6 on both dice, so that equals 36. Multiply it together. That is going to be 11.1% theoretically. Now what happened in an experiment? Rolled it 10 times, it landed on a 5 only once. So that's 1 out of 10, which is 10%, which is pretty close. So the difference is 1.1%. Okay, final one. Now this spinner, for my copies, doesn't show the color, so I'm gonna write the letters down here. Okay, now the theoretical, the probability will land on a pink or a red. So let's take a look. There's 8 sections again. There's a pink, there's a red. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 out of 8, pink and a red. I'm going to reduce it to 1/2. And theoretically, landing on a pink or a red is 50-50-50, because 4 out of 8 or 1/2. Now experiment, we spun it 10 times, landed on a pink twice. Landed on a red 5, that's 7 out of 10, which is 70%. So we've got a 50% and a 70%. The difference is 20%. Now I'm going to have you go do page 2 on your own and use these as your guided notes.